Hello, buddy. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Let's go ahead and get in here. Wait, my base miscast chance is down. So I only have a 5% chance to miscast on a non-overcasted spell. I feel like in that last fight, we had several miscasts on a 5% chance. That's pretty troll. Anyways, let's go and get back in here. So we had a really tough fight. Last episode, we tried to take on too much with too little. We should have waited until we had some more elite units. I thought the mortars were going to outperform a little bit more than they did. The main thing was they just had too much infantry, just too much beef, and they just ran over my infantry line. So, like, these guys were not face tanking nearly as many as I thought they were going to be able to. And, yeah, they just overran me. It was like 34 on 20, and they just had too many units. Okay, so we want to start back about as far as we possibly can here. I think this is definitely recoverable. It's not like campaign ending, but it is a wake-up call for sure that we need to focus up a little bit here. Okay, like these spears 100% have to go on them. Now this stuff, it does increase armor piercing damage and melee defense, so we need to put that on great swords probably. Okay. We've got to use those buffs well. This is going to be a tough one. I mean, I think even if we lose Balthasar, it's probably okay, but at the same time, we'd really like to, you know, keep him around, obviously, if possible. So we're going to try to use our spears, our great swords, just all of our stuff to take out their lord if we can. Definitely the spears, though. We don't want the spears getting caught up with anything else. And, like, these guys, we can use them to maybe, like, try to deal with some of their ranged units. So we'll start deployment to no skirmish. Want all these guys back here. Those like over here. This will be my anti-ward squad. And we want to put him up as far as possible just so we can go ahead and start casting spells on him.
By Ulrich's wrath! Quick march! Yes, sir, quickly! By Ulrich's will! To battle!
Nice, the ward's running really far ahead.
Take the ground! At speed! Moving faster! Crossbowmen! Find your targets! Formation! March! Agreed! For the Empire! They will never move again! Yes! Go! Great swords! No lingering! Shoot! To battle! Haste gold magic! Take
of this and kill him.
Take the ground!
Quick march! Take the ground! At speed! Very well! Feel my fire!
If I get a hit on him, he does lower his armor.
Moving now! For Sigma! Fire! Heading out!
Yeah, he's trying to run. Get him out of here.
They'll never move again. Formation, march! Sigma!
Get him, get him, get him.
Yes, my lord! To battle!
Take the ground! Quick march! Balthasar,
Kill him,
get
kill him, kill him.
For the twin-tailed comet! Moving faster! Iron Master of Shadow!
Quickly! For Heldenhammer!
At speed! For Heldenhammer! Quick march! To battle! No lingering!
To battle! We serve the Emperor! Weapons drawn!
Take the ground!
Sigma! Preserve us! The Heldenhammer!
Go! Haste no magic. Take position! Moving now! Moving faster! I speak, you act! Crossbows ready, General! Fallen stop! No lingering!
Charge!
Free company!
For the Warhammer! Understood!
At speed! Crossbowmen! We obey!
Formation! March! On my command! Rah!
Quick march! Militia! Take the ground! Feel my ire! Go! Formation! March!
Charge! No lingering! At speed! Prepare for combat! Battle awaits! That's an order!
Iron Master of Shadow!
Steady!
Wait,
men.
this dude has like no HP.
March!
To battle! Now!
How's this idiot still running in here? Kill him.
Missiles will fly! By Ulrich's wrath! Detachments move! Detachments move! Pick them up! Yes!
Please, can you just kill him?
Listen up! Marta! Let us go! Lord of Metal!
Okay, well, he's running.
Moving now!
Yeah, I don't want to risk a miscast.
What do you bid? No lingering! Go! Sigma, guide our fire! For Heldenhammer! Understood!
Great swords! For France!
Moving now! Sir! Get down! Sigma calls!
Great swords! Attack!
At speed! Taking position!
Alright, we got it. Jesus. That was a close one.
For Heldenhammer! War!
I don't know if we killed the other guy. Got away with like pretty much no HP. I want that follower back if I can get it that I lost last time. I think their lord's gonna have it though, not their hero, but we'll see. Make sure that hero dies. So part of how Marienburg got back into this game when I almost killed them was all of their lords start off level 7 and they get, you know, 2 skill points each for the first 5 levels. So you get to start off with like, you know, whatever that number is, 14 skill points or whatever. No, 12 skill points. Versus in the baseline game, they would all start level 1. They would have no skill points, and I would be able to steamroll them when I'm ahead. So it does accelerate your build a little bit early on so that you get those 2 points, but it does help out the AI a lot, especially if you give them time to get back into the game. So yeah, their lords were pretty strong. We managed to bait them into coming out with their lord to try to chase Balthasar. I mean, if they don't chase Balthasar and I get to sit there and just keep free casting everything on their army as they approach, like, that's a pretty bad situation too. So, you know, could they have not charged right into my infantry line? Probably, to an extent, but they didn't really have that great of an option either. They can't just let me sit there and cast all those spells. So they were trying to keep Balthasar busy for as long as possible so they could advance their army and start beating on me before I could cast too many spells on him. Okay. So we killed pretty much everybody except for their main lord. Okay, we got our militiamen back. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that. All right, we get one more level. Yeah, yeah, because we want to keep a lot of these around. So I think we're just going to have to replenish here. We got a fisherman. I'm not sure what fisherman did. Oh, 5% faction-wide. Wow, that's pretty nice, actually.
I will not obey. By Sigma, no.
And I did get replenishment on everybody. How much?
You summon me.
They didn't hire any extra lords. Okay, so I think I can drop down, kill them, kill this dude right here, sit in the town, maybe hire a couple of things. Can I hire anything here? Actually, literally can't hire anything here. I could at least replenish, though, for a turn. That's going to be hard as hell to siege. That's like 40 units. So we're going to have to really come at him. I mean, if it's a siege, I think we can beat him with a bunch of our crossbowmen and mortars. If we just get to empty the mortars on him, I think we can kill quite a few units. If we like, but we'll have to come in with some great swords, too, to clean them up, I think. Okay, what do we have here? Pistoliers, Free Company. Plague of Rust is actually pretty handy. 10% armor piercing damage and weapon damage. I don't know if that affects missile damage or not. I think missile damage is different. But armor piercing damage, I'm not sure. Having transmutation to lead or final transmutation would be really strong. Hold the line's pretty good too. We just lost quite a few of our fairly elite units. I think maybe we need to start going down the blue tree here. It's because we're gonna need some great swords, and those are expensive in our army. So maybe we start going for leader of renown. Luminarch and Steam Tank is whatever. I mean, this is pretty good. Outriders, handguns, pistoliers. We're probably not going to have a ton of those, though. Outriders are handy. Let me see here real quick. Like, I know I want like to get a couple of Outriders, but Tier 4 is still going to take a while to come online, and that's when we get the grenade launching Outriders, and those might be a bit more interesting. Explosive, okay, so 39, 55. I don't see how that adds up to 74, but it's every 8.8 seconds. Anyways, okay, so maybe these can be alright. Now, they can't attack air. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to have Tier 4, right? Yeah. So could get some Reichsguard Knights. So Knights, I think, would be helpful. They do have a lot of spears, but I think we just wait to get to Tier 4. So we'll probably get a a couple of Outriders, but I don't think that upgrade's going to be super useful. Yeah, let's start going down the blue tree so we can afford some of these more expensive units. I mean, getting to that is nice, but you have to have all 4 points in these. This is not going to be that great for a while. This is like okay in some circumstances. The 20% research rate is okay. Not insane though. And then like the extra power reserve is good. But I think we need to get to Lightning Strike and Quartermaster very soon. So, alright. I mean, getting metal shifting into transmutation to lead, like this stuff is pretty good too, but okay. We already have like some pretty powerful magic. We're just not amazing against lords.
There is power within prayer.
Okay, so we can run all the way back. Oh no, that's with our hero. Okay. Yeah, his movement range not as far. Okay, we could go ahead and throw this dude in here and then get a fight going. Could put him on a horse, but that opens you up to spears a lot. Yeah, I think just running it that way, and let's throw this dude in here.
Shield of faith. No peace, just war.
What the hell is this? Minus, wow, holy crap, that's good. Minus 34 melee attack, 36 melee defense. It only lasts for 16 seconds. Minus 22 weapon damage. That's really good, though.
Pick up the pace.
Wow, that was a lot of stuff. What's this dude's armor look like? 109 with 4,200 health. This guy has more armor, 61 melee defense. This guy has less melee defense for sure. So I think the other dudes are a bit more durable. To start with. Now, as this dude levels up, though, he's going to be able to get things like Shield of Faith and Faith's Bastion and all that, so that he will be a little bit better of a tanker eventually. But, okay, so 2 more points. Just 2 more points in this.
I am ready. Are you?
We could pop back over into my property and hire some stuff. Maybe that's better. I think if we're right on the edge of this road here, then we will be able to hit Grunt Zent next turn.
Not likely.
This guy, it's not likely he's going to be able to attack me. 25% range to get in camp. Okay, a lot of factions are have to have 100%. Okay, so we can go to here. If they try to come down and fight me, I can't tell what their range is. They have to run along this road. I mean, I guess I could go like here, and that might make it less likely, but maybe we just go like right here.
It is best to move.
Okay, so we're still getting a lot of replenishment. We can hire here if they try to come at me. We can take them down. Wow, Empire Knights are only 1 turn? I thought they were 2 turns. Okay, so having a couple of Knights would actually be sort of handy. Or we can get the Pistoliers, which might even be better. And they do have less armor. Why are we having this leadership penalty? Or that's melee attack penalty. Oh, because I'm in this channeling stance. Gotcha. Okay, we can get halberds as well. That's actually pretty good against their lords. Halberds are more expensive than spearmen, but they do way more damage and armor piercing damage. They're perfect like anti-lord type of units. So yeah, maybe a couple of halberds. I don't want to get the great swords. That's going to take 2 turns. I want to hit them next turn. Couple of halberds. Solidify our front line. At least 1 horse. Probably pistoliers. How long on the upgraded horses? 2 turns. Yeah, we'll just stick with the pistoliers for now.
The nation.
Okay, so let's do 2 halberds.
Wind of Shaman.
They have 40 melee defense. These have 38, so they're actually pretty good in normal combat. And they still deal, like, more armor-piercing damage. They deal 22 armor-piercing versus normal spears. Only deal 5. So, yeah, and I think halberds have normalized attack speed. Back in the base game, halberds used to have really, really slow attack speed, so they were just absolute trash, except for versus cavalry or large units. Like, you could not do them in, like, melee versus melee. But I think they have changed that around since then, where it's normalized now. That's just reflected because they usually have lower melee attack, although here they actually have way higher melee attack. And they have cavalry bane as a buff. So I'm not sure about the attack speed, but I think they've changed it. So it makes it very difficult for them to get out of combat with the halberds. Okay, so 2 of those, 1 horse, and like maybe 1 mortar. The mortars are very strong. I don't know like if I want to go that hard on them, but maybe I do. 1 horse is fine, just to kind of run people down, threaten their range units a little bit. We could go 1 big horse, 1 big horse, 1 little horse. Charge bonus to 35. These things get fatigued so easily though, and they are pretty expensive. And they have a hard time attacking into spears. Maybe 1 more crossbowman. Crossbowmen are a bit more versatile. Okay, let's do it that way. I think that's a pretty good little squad. That'll help us out, and let's make sure that he's got some stuff. Hunter, monster tracker, enchanted item. Agitator, all that stuff. Alright, good. Got all that going. Yeah, we'll just wait on the rest of this stuff.
So,
Sigma's will. By Sigma's will, come in peace.
Okay, so they're getting shanked right now, it looks like. Let's go ahead and try to get up that military access here. Let's get as many different things as we can get with them, and then eventually try to confederate. The sooner we confederate, the sooner we can get Carl online. Obviously, we want Carl going.
We cannot.
Well, they'll do probably 750 for it then.
Very well.
Who are they at war with? So they're at war with Hawkland. They are getting wiped. What it seems like to me. Wiesenland's...
What? I will listen, but my time...
Osland hates us. All those people hate us.
the Empire.
By Sigma's will.
Who calls?
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
We're trying to work them. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it or not. If they are going to die soon, maybe.
The Empire.
But the fact that we lost a huge chunk of our army there does not bode well for our strength. Usually to get a confederation, you need to be both strong and have good diplomacy with people.
Valiant lord. Hail,
If you're
Sigmar's
weak,
sons.
if you have a weak army, I mean, that
I
just
am the
encourages
blood.
people to come attack you
Welcome.
most of the time.
How fares the Emperor?
This is unwise.
Because they can look and see how strong you are too. Like,
All
they
right.
can use these same kind of tools.
By Sigma's will, come in peace. No.
And kind of hear through the grapevine. Which is
So-
realistic. I mean, people say, hey, did you hear? Empire
Yes.
lost this crazy battle and they don't have a
By
lot of troops
Sigma's
left. They
will,
probably have
come in
spies, you know, in your
peace.
territory, like
I'll
informing
ignore
on
that.
you. So it's realistic they could get a decent assessment of your army strength.
Aye. Welcome, friends of the Dowie. No!
Kislev.
Check in.
My glacial majesty Katarina.
Okay, I got a little bit of gold there. Got all that. We're about to complete our tech. What are we getting? Seafaring envoys. Okay, nice. That's going to help us out a lot. And we do want to keep... We've got him in there. We could go up to Patriarch to do less artillery damage, but less construction on buildings. Recruit rank for battle wizards would be nice. Phosphor Cap. I mean, this is super strong. As you see, he does a lot of damage with his spells. I think, let's go ahead and... Well, we don't want to construct anything here, right? Let me just double check. We don't want to construct anything. We don't want to use 2 growth on these. I think using 1 growth is fine, but 2 is a bit much. Yeah, we're good on the growth. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch him over. Give him more powerful magic. Okay, I think that's good.
Supreme Patriarch.
So we'll heal a little bit, and then we'll try to go take out Grung Zent. I think I was calling it Grunt Zent. I'm kind of hype. As soon as we get to rank 4, we can really start going hard. They have pretty good stuff at rank 3. I just love Demigryph so much, and being able to get another wizard's probably pretty cool. I mean, Balthasar is great, but... Okay, he might actually go knock out Marienburg. Do I want to give him that, though? I mean, maybe. I kind of wanted the kill and the experience off of it, but... Okay, they're going to try to come get me. Am I going to have to retreat? I'm really hoping they don't have enough range. Okay, so they're going that way. Huh. Really? I guess I could go do that quest battle. Just for the hell of it. I mean, we're going to have such a low-level mage, though, off of that. Whereas when we hire a mage, we're going to get, like, 7 ranks or something. Barrow Legion would probably really like that property for Marienburg. I kind of need to, like, kill them off. That would help me out a lot. Some other factions. Empire Territories Laws. Refugees, Isleheart. Okay, cool. I'm down with that. Leadership. So we get extra elector count stuff, but it's -6 leadership, -3 public order, and -12 growth is really bad. Where are people losing all this property? Okay, so Wiesenland's taken over Overheim. Essen. Is something up here getting burned? Did Nordland get taken out? I don't see any towns. I don't have vision of it, but I thought it showed you the towns. Maybe not. Maybe Kislev's getting wrecked. We got to get this under control, though. We are getting that 20% extra trade, so we got to keep that in mind, that once that runs out, that has several turns, so it's like 23 turns before that runs out. Okay. So we do get a little bit of extra growth here, but... Okay, 8 turns, we get to tier 4. That's pretty nice, actually. Okay, so they hired 1 lord, Barrow Legion. Are they already at war with them?
Ready.
Kind of like us, but not much. Yeah, they're at war with Marienburg. They really want that property. Where's their second town? Oh, they have this. Okay. I guess I could fight them if I'm not going to go for Midland. Guess I could start taking some of this stuff out. We could knock out, like, Gisero and Castle Artois. Grab that property. Let us trade with some of these people over here. Is anyone friends with Baston?
Lord of Bretonia.
Not really. Nobody likes him.
Champion of the lady. Do you know who I am? Honor before glory.
People are going to like it when we fight the Barrow Legion as well. Okay, so we just got like an extra 10 or 30 diplomacy with Empire factions because of those events. And that tech we just
Approach
got.
us, friend, and make your offer.
Hopefully we can move up a little bit more.
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
Still don't care, man. We could fight Averland.
The Empire.
All right.
Overland.
Yes? Welcome, my countrymen.
Just so that we get a bit more diplomacy with them. Who are they friends with? Let me check out who Averland.
Yes.
They're trade partners with Carrick Hearn, but they aren't friends with anybody really. I would like to work Wiesenland.
The
Yeah,
Empire. Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it
Let's go
worthy
to war
or
with
no.
some of their enemies. See if they'll pay us a little bit for it. Because if Averland only has one town, I don't think they're going to be coming for us.
Not in my name.
Okay, well, let's just declare war on them then.
All right.
Maybe Vampire Council pay us? Doubtful. Or Skull Takers?
Where's my manners? Come and die.
Okay, they might pay us. Okay, nice. Should give us a little bit extra with him. Wiesenland. Is that correct? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. War with Averland.
The Empire.
It's a Talbot land, not giving us that much more. Wiesenland still doesn't
Welcome,
want
my
trade or
countrymen.
anything. Hochland doesn't like us too much. Averland definitely doesn't like us.
Yes. It is good to see.
Still working on that. Ostermark don't
Yes?
care. Stirland.
Come then. Only Sigma. So, by Sigma's will, come in
England.
peace.
We're gaining some property here, but now this territory, Grunsent, is part of Blackstone Post and Carrick Ziflin. I thought Carrick Ziflin used to be the capital of this area, but maybe not. We're not really well equipped to deal with dwarves. If we have great swords, we can beat them for sure.
For
But
war, for the wisdom of Valea.
I can have a non-aggro with them. I do. They don't like us that much. Who are they
It
broke
is
with?
time.
Wiesenland and Carrick Norn, they're trade
Wamrag.
partners. I could, but the mountains are terrible territory. I really don't want the mountains. We'll just let the dwarves have them, and we can trade with the dwarves, I think. But I do. Oh shit! I can't attack them. I can hit these guys though, right?
Absolutely not.
I mean, I am injured right now. I could grab these two regiments of renown and just attack them, though. Sons of Sigmar have a ton of armor and they're unbreakable. That's interesting. What do these do? More missile damage than normal, and they have bonus versus infantry of 5. More armor than normal. Okay. And I could grab those two and just go at them. I mean, my units are injured, though. But I have higher tech than he does.
No.
These are both on horses, most likely. They almost always go for horses. Actually, he's not on a horse. This dude on a horse? That dude's on a horse. Okay. I mean, they don't have any artillery. I have 3 mortars.
It is time.
2 mortars. Great swords. We've got these guys to help take them down. Front line is still a little suspicious.
I'll ignore that.
We do just have swarms and swarms of units. There's a lot of spears, though. So we have 4 crossbowmen. I mean, we can light them up with Balthasar, though. I think, especially if we go into channeling stance. That minus 10% miscast is a big deal, because I can cast so many different units. Or so many different spells. Yeah, let's do it. Let's load them up. See if we can just take this opportunity and go get them.
The Empire. That will work. I shall be victorious.
Yeah, it's going to be a fairly tough fight, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it, because they just don't have... We just have more tools in our toolkit, I think, to play around with than they do. So let's go ahead and fight it. What are we at? We're at 42 minutes. All right, we'll get 2 good battles this episode. Okay, so these guys have the Imperial Tactics. This dude doesn't have that. That gives these guys quite a bit of extra utility from what they normally have in the game. For a little bit more micro. I like it. Because normally, like, those Empire dudes they're not that great in the baseline game as far as heroes go. They're okay, but they're not fantastic. Different kinds of units, it's hard to micro them all.
For the Warhammer! Yes, sir! Sterling's revenge!
Pistoliers!
We can just use these guys to harass a little bit.
Will alone. The Empire is yours. My orders stand. Ready. Take the ground.
Yes, sir. Quickly.
Formation. March. Take
Are
position.
they going to try to run? They're just going to let me empty my magic tank on them?
Pistoliers! Formation, march!
Moving now.
That'll be a bad move. We'll see.
Quick march.
Sigmar calls!
We are Sigmar's heirs. To battle. No lingering. Moving faster. I am master of Shaman.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Cast that.
Formation, march! Moving now! Take the ground! Go! To the Emperor!
Okay, now they're coming at me. Y'all are coming to me. I've got the artillery. I've got the mage.
Detachments move!
You don't want me to sit here and just empty the tank on you.
They'll never move again. Moving out! Take position! Quick march! Armor melts. No lingering! Take the ground! Let's go! Moving faster! At speed! Take position! I am master of Shalom. Go! To battle! Fire! Fire! Moving now! Take your target! Yes, General!
Taking way too much fire. Get out, get out, get out. I didn't mean for him to take that much fire from those archers.
Formation, march!
Holy crap, the range though.
Now before
Lord.
me! Moving faster! The Empire endures! Cannons fire! Quick march! Ready! Moving now! Ulrich Schloss on them! We serve the Emperor! No lingering! Pistoliers and speed! I am supreme! By Ulrich's wrath! Take aim! Cannons fire! They'll never move again! Spearman! Moving now! For skull splitter! Sigma! Fire! Quickly! The Empire endures! I speak, you act! By Galmaraz! Armor melts! Swordsman! Sir! To battle! Spearman! In range! Ready! Battle awaits! We obey! Find the enemy! Feel my fire! Lord of metal! For Heldenhammer! Charge! Sigma! Stalin's revenge! Shoot them! Haste gold magic! Yes, sir! Sir! Hammers ready! By Ulrich's will! I am master of Shalom! To battle! Taking position! Take the ground! Armor melts! Swordsman! Shoot! Pistoliers! Taking position! By my will alone! They'll never move again!
I'm not even using the great swords. Get out there, great swords.
An order! Obey! The Empire endures! Now! Ready for war! Feel my fire! Balthasar guilt! Haste gold magic! Formation march! Go! For Heldenhammer!
Take position!
Fire! Pistoliers! Fallen staff! At speed! Take position! To battle! Yes! I am master of Shabbat! Yes! Move out! Fight them!
Yes, General! Crossbowman! For Sigma!
Fire! Armor melts!
Yeah, he's not gonna catch him.
Ready to serve! War!
Weapons drawn! Shalia protects us!
I am supreme!
Flee!
Go! Take the ground! Moving faster! Feel my quick march! They'll never move again! Formation march! At speed! Moving now!
Pistoliers! Yes, sir, quickly!
Bow before me!
Trying to kill as many as possible because they're gonna get to retreat most likely,
To battle!
and I want to be able to chase them down and kill them all. So, oh, I can't click on this now. I'm trying to click on the speed up button. There we go. That is so awesome. That's only like 5 mana. That's great. We didn't even use like our great swords that much that fight, which not that great. But there's a lot of stuff. Like, you know, like I said early on in this campaign, you know, Empire has a lot of diversity, so you have a lot of different tactics, but you can't just like right click and win. You know, with most Empire compositions, you actually have to get the right matchups. You have all the tools, but
Take the ground!
you know, you have to have the right matchups. These guys get actual kills. These halberdiers are actually pretty legit. Crossbows, of course, get a ton of kills. These guys didn't get that many, but I didn't have them in combat, to be fair, most of the time.
Lord of metal! What? Obey!
They're gonna get out.
I am master of Shabbat! Moving now!
Okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and call it there. I don't even think it was that close, if we're being honest. Pretty good team effort overall. Of course, Balthasar is a beast. Horses I let take a little bit of extra heat early on, but I just need some kind of cleanup crew. Just we soften up the archers on the back, and then the horses can go in and clean them up. Or just people that are trying to run away in general. After we've routed them, the horses can run them down and make sure they don't regroup. And then, of course, at the end of the battle, being able to run down and clean up stuff so that when you chase them down to fight them a second time, they don't have those units. It's just always good to have at least one horse on your side. And I like the light horses here just because they don't get fatigued as easily. They're not wearing heavy armor. So, also, you can sit at the back if you've neutralized all of their range stuff. You can hang out in the back and fire at the back of their infantry line without worrying about running your horses into spears. They can just sit there with their pistols on the back line and just shoot people in the back. The money would be super helpful right now, but are we going to try to go siege them, like, immediately, or, like, pretty soon? Could this squad do it? I mean, these guys are pretty bad in a siege. We could throw them up there, but I think Balthasar Geld, if I'm remembering correctly, I think he can throw stuff up on the Raptors, though. Like, you can't use a lot of Vortex spells on the Raptors, but I think the Hounds, maybe you could do that. So maybe we can do this with this crew as a siege group. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just heal up here.
Let us begin. On march.
Silver bullet handgunners. Okay. Getting a lot more. Wait, how are we getting that much replenishment? Is this considered our territory? Yeah, their territory is not till here. Okay, wow. It's gerrymandering. Okay, well, yeah, I think we can definitely siege him then if we get that much replenishment. Okay, let's have a look at this dude. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get even more replenishment. Okay, we can get Quicksilver, which is even better. I think that, yeah, that gives us a lot more armor. Tons of movement speed, obviously. Ward save. That's great. That'll really let me get up there and harass even more.
Not likely.
Yes. By the comet.
Please don't troll us. Okay. That's pretty good. I don't know about close battle, though. I mean, we'll lose some replenishment, but, like, getting some money is good. I don't know. But we lose the 7% replenishment for that. Nah, let's not play around. Let's just go with the replenishment.
Follow me.
Nice. Wait, I thought I just got Leader of Renown. What did I get? Oh, I got the Pegasus. That's right. Duh. Sorry, late at night here. Late at night. I might as well, you know, maybe I do just get metal shifting. It does help out the rest of my army, do some extra damage. I do cast a lot. So, yeah, let's grab metal shifting. I think that'll help out a ton. Now that we are committed to getting a bit more infantry than I was planning on. Okay. So that's all good. Who gets the student and all this stuff? Ooh, hold the line. That's a pretty good one. I'm gonna get it on both of them because sometimes they're spread out. Let's giving that to everybody is handy. And we're going to have a lot of research. Extra research rate. I like that. Okay. So what do we want now? We just finished seafaring invoice. We want income from ports. Additional trade resources and income from trade. So 5% from trade plus 5% extra resources. Are we trading all of our resources right now? Yes, although we don't have a lot of them. So 5% extra would be like maybe 70 gold and then 5%. So we'd end up with like 10% extra potentially. It'd be like 130 gold per turn. Not that great right now. Probably good later. Income from ports. We have 2 ports. 500. I think this one's like 300. 500, 400, it's 900. So they give us 90 gold. Not that great right now. Good later on. Growth. Give us 10% faster. So like maybe 1 turn faster. Could be relevant. Pretty good scaling later on into the game. But not super inspiring. This right here, everything except for great swords gets extra armor. So obviously not great for great swords, but pistolier and outrider get armor. 10% weapon strength for units with swords. That's not great swords though. Units with spears. So pretty much anything that's not a great sword. Because that's units with great swords, units with halberds, and lances. So that doesn't include halberds. Anything with spears gets an extra 10 armor. So you could get 20 extra armor for spear infantry, which is pretty legit. Missile infantry. Leadership's pretty good. These are fast too. This is pretty fast. Draft irregulars, minus 10% upkeep for swords, pikes, halberds, huntsmen, free company, crossbowmen, and handgunners. Wow. So how much money is that? That's probably quite a bit. It said halberds too, right? So that's what, 1, 2, 3. So that's like 600 plus 250, 850. 500. That was probably something around like 150 gold per turn right now. Supply wagons, recruitment, decent. Reload time for missile infantry and pistoliers. That's pretty good. Compulsory militia training. 3 for melee defense. Offense. Those are all pretty good. I think this is probably going to be where we want to be, though. I think 10% armor is the ticket there. Because that does include halberdiers also, all of our spears, all of our crossbowmen, free company militia, is pretty much everybody that's not on a horse, and not that one great sword. Obviously not our lords either, but okay. I think that's all good. We can move up like maybe a little bit more.
Onwards.
Okay. And then this is a tier 3 town, so we'll probably just take it if we can, just keep it. Okay, there's going to be a rebellion there. Don't need to do anything here. I think we looked at all of this stuff already. Alright, we'll go next. And that's going to be the last action of this episode. Then we'll start next episode out with that siege. Borrow Legion took that mountain. Which, if I ever want to fight them, that sucks, because now they can backdoor Marienburg. But Marienburg usually has a pretty good garrison.
The nation calls. Praise Sigma.
Boris. That's pretty good. I wonder if he has extra skills that you can get. He does have a unique unit model. He does have an epic weapon. You can't usually pick Boris.
So,
Can we siege them out? I mean,
All right? Why talk to you? The Grand Theogenist should declare you traitors and heretics.
okay. No, we gotta kill him. Make sure there's no
Yes.
other Confederation on the table.
Come then.
Oh,
Only Sigmar's
Nice.
god
Okay, so we
Ulrich
can get this
judge
property.
it worthy or no.
dang it! I was just gonna hang it up for the night too. All right, we'll have to get at it tomorrow. I need to go to sleep. I got to get up and hang out with my daughter tomorrow. But that's pretty nice. So hopefully it's not going to troll us. I'm kind of scared to shut the game down now because, you know, I want that Confederation. I guess I could go ahead and just take the Confederation and then start the fight over here. Siege them, and then that auto-saves it. Whenever you start the fight, it auto-saves it. So I think that's what we can do. I think that's going to be the best property we're going to get. I mean, Midland is something I would have liked to have gotten, but
The Empire. By Sigma's
I just don't think they're going to do it. And I would like to get Karl online as soon as possible. We can't really... We could maybe afford a second army. We're getting close. If we get a bit more property, like with this property over here, and if we grab just a bit more, if we solidify Marienburg, we grab this property, maybe we take out Hochland, get their property,
The Empire.
then I think we'll be able to afford a second army. Can always go try to knock out the vampires if we want to. But yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and take this Confederation, then we'll start the
Sigma's
fight.
will.
What? By Sigma's will,
Get
come
maybe a
in
trade agreement
peace.
with them.
So be it.
Okay, nice. Hawkwood's not technically at war with us, but I think we tried to go to war with them, and someone was like, nah,
All right,
they weren't going to pay us for
I
it.
will listen, but my time is...
Yes? By Sigma's will.
Yeah, Talbot Land's a pretty good one, too. So you can get the flaming horses, but I think they're like tier 5. They're really high up.
Yes,
Either way, we've been
approach
working
us,
towards
friend,
this the whole time.
and make your offer.
So let's see what we get here. Then we'll pick a fight with Marienburg, and then probably, you know, definitely save that till next turn.
Not likely.
No, we're gonna do it because it's green. It's a matter of how much money you're gonna pay us. It says they're very economically weak right now. So we got a bit of our strength back, and we invested in the diplomacy. Okay. So what happens with Confederation here? It's -10 diplomatic relations, -5 recruit rank. Okay, so you get no ranks. And global recruitment capacity -2. Okay. Not that bad. They kind of made each faction a little bit different in how that works. Oh, they made it a tier 3. I thought it used to be tier 5. Okay, that's actually really sweet, because it sucked to try to get all the way up to tier 5 to get those cool units. So I like it, even if they had to nerf them to bring it down. Although, they were never that OP to begin with. They're just cool. Like, the Knights of the Blazing Sun. Because they do the fire damage. And I think they're, like, pretty much immune to fire. So, these will actually be really good with a Fire Mage, which, once again, is, like I explained in the first episode, is likely what we're going to want as our secondary magic. It's either Fire Mage. Well, we had it narrowed down to either Fire Mage, Heavens, or the Life Mage. I think Fire Mage makes a lot of sense to me. What do they count as?
I will marshal the band.
Okay, so they do count as a special unit. So Empire Knights do not count as anything. So you can have as many Empire Knights as you want. But these Knights do count as a special unit. So they compete with Greatswords. So that's probably fair. To kind of choose how you want to manage that. These are like tier 3 Knights. So I think Demigryphs are probably going to be elite units, I would guess, because they're tier 4. It's not precisely tier 3 units are always, you know, like that, right? So like the Outriders, for example, I don't think counted as anything. Halberdiers are technically a tier 3 required unit. You know, Handgunners are a tier 3 unit. And then like Saurus with the Lizardmen are a tier 3 or a tier 2 unit that's capped. So just kind of based on power level. These are pretty good. I mean, they have a big charge bonus. Much better are they than these? They have 8 more melee attack. Let me just compare them straight up here. Silver Shield, 136 armor, which is like an insane amount of armor. So more armor, more leadership, faster, more melee attack, much bigger charge bonus, better weapon strength, flaming attacks, immune to psych, Vanguard, and they might have some of this stuff, missile resist. Okay, and they take up a chapter knight slot. Okay, so what is this? +3 public order, +1 recruit rank for Empire Knights, Rights Guard, Blazing Sun, and Demigryphs. All characters. Okay, nice. Own armies faction wide, you get -5% upkeep for Empire Knights and Demigryphs. Okay. That's weird. It's not for Knights of the Blazing Sun, but that's pretty cool. We don't get any extra capacity, do we? Yeah, Order Knights. Okay, so there are other Order Knights as well. I know there's like a Wolf one that's pretty good. There's like 2 other ones. I know that I'm pretty sure that... What is this? Karaberg? I think Karaberg has one. They haven't built it, but I'm pretty sure they have one that's tier 3, and I don't know where the other one is. But I know that Karaberg has one and Tabelheim has one. So I think that's pretty neat. You know, those landmark buildings I've talked about before is pretty cool. We can get a fur building, which is great because it gives growth. -3% for all infantry. That's sweet. And you get furs out of it, so that's pretty nice. How do these compare to Reichsguard, though? The Chapter Knights. So 31, so 432 upkeep. 31, 39, 47. Similar stats. These have more melee attack. 126 armor. 126 armor with shields. You know, flaming attacks. A little bit less health. Let's see. 72 leadership, 68 speed. So these are definitely better. 80 charge bonus, 70 charge bonus. So they're similar, but I think the Blazing Knights are a little bit better. The Panther Knights or whatever, I think those are faster. So they have a little bit less armor, but they're faster. And they might be vigor resistant. I can't remember. But anyways, really cool. We'll try out some of these as we go along. Have another completed province, making some pretty good money. But yeah, we'll figure it out after that. So we're going to come over here. We need to go ahead and get this attack started. I think we want to do this, right? We're slightly injured. We have 2 mortars. They have a lord and a lot of stuff. I mean, they have a mortar too with outriders. Bunch of halberds. Crossbowmen. I think our great swords and our lords should be able to get up on the rafters and beat them down over time. And then, of course, all of our magic is going to be really strong as well. We do have decent crossbows, a couple of mortars ourselves, so we should be able to take out the towers. But I think we're going to have to wait for a turn and go for siege towers. Okay, so let's go ahead and
I am
attack
the
this.
Supreme Patriarch.
And then we'll figure it out next episode. So these should probably be worthless in a siege. These aren't amazing. They're okay, but it's hard to get those straight shots in a siege. Halberds are pretty good. They have a lot of armor piercing. But I think we can probably beat them with all the magic that we have. But we'll figure it out next time. Anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did. Check out the rest of the content on the channel. Drop by the stream sometime starting around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you just want to say hey, chat about Warhammer, just support the channel a bit more, drop by, leave a view, like and subscribe. You know, all that kind of stuff. Anything you can do definitely helps. If you like this good, true, you know, in-depth content for Total War, then you're in the right place. But that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you next time.